it's going to be a situation because a lot of kids are talking about it, and I've already called your mother and she's on her way down here. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, you're not in trouble, but again, your family is famous. All of these kids are saying that your sister is famous and it's going to be a problem because it's going to cause a disruption for the school. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? My sister is famous. I have one sister and she is from Berkeley, California. I seen her last weekend. She's not famous.
Y'all, Keyshia Cole has the internet in chaos again, but this time it's not even because of something she said, it's because of her brother Elijah, the one nobody really knew much about. He came out swinging and publicly called out Keyshia and their entire family in a way that shocked everyone. Elijah said he truly wished he had taken his adoptive family's advice and stayed far away from Keyshia and her relatives, because getting involved with them only brought him pain and embarrassment.
13 years old, having to find out that my sister is Keyshia Cole and that someone famous said my name on TV, and now I have a whole nother family that I didn't even know existed, resenting and leaving the house because I didn't understand that I had a whole nother family that I wanted to figure out and find out, while my mother said that she was trying to protect me from, but I didn't get it because, again, I was a child.
When Elijah learned that Keyshia Cole was actually his biological sister, most people would assume he'd be overjoyed, but that wasn't the case at all. For him, it felt like opening a door he could never close. And just because Keyshia is famous didn't mean she was any better than the rest of them. The family used him as a plot point on their reality TV show, then turned around and shamed him for his sexuality and pushed him away all over again after pretending they were happy to have him. Honestly, it's been a while since we've heard a story this wild, because what Elijah revealed was truly shocking.
Are we up? I want you to understand that I'm going to be talking about everything that led up from 18 to now in my adult life living in this closed adoption. This story is going to get sick. It's going to get dark. It's going to get twisted. I want you to have patience. You're going to judge me. That's okay. I want you to judge me because those are real feelings and emotions.
These days, people mostly talk about Keyshia Cole because of her messy relationships. But back in 2006 through 2008, she and her family stayed in the spotlight thanks to her reality show, Keyshia Cole The Way It Is. Even though Keyshia always tried to present herself as the family's voice of reason and someone focused on healing, she didn't stop her family from disrupting someone else's life just to create drama for the show. And that's actually how Elijah even discovered he was related to Keyshia and their mother, Frankie, through the reality series.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, did you say Keyshia Cole? I was gagged because she said Keyshia Cole was my sister, and I was still kind of stuck because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, no, Keyshia Cole is your sister. They said your name on TV Friday night, and you know I watch all of the show.
Before all of that, Elijah was just a high school kid who only knew Keyshia as a talented singer whose music he enjoyed. He had been adopted before he even turned 1 through a closed adoption. His adoptive mom, Mrs. Asa, always made him feel loved and wanted, so he never even suspected he was adopted for most of his life. The first time something seemed off was when his mom had him organizing boxes as a punishment. While going through them, he found one with his birth certificate inside. That's when he saw the name Frankie listed as his mother. He assumed maybe she had changed her name and didn't think much more about it, until one day he arrived at school and everyone was buzzing trying to find him. Elijah wasn't allowed to watch reality TV, so he had no idea what was happening. A friend finally pulled him aside and told him his name had been mentioned on Keyshia's show, and she had revealed that he was her brother who had been adopted years ago. Imagine being in school and suddenly everyone is calling you Keyshia Cole's brother. It was overwhelming. His mom later explained the truth, saying it was a closed adoption and that his biological family didn't have any information about him. She warned him not to go digging unless they reached out first because he might not like what he found.
She sat on the edge of my bed as I was sitting in my chair and she said, I am your mother. I may not have birthed you, but I am your mother. I chose you. At one point in your life, you're going to be able to make the choice if you want to see your actual biological mother. I know you're young and I know you have your life ahead of you, but these people, your mother and the family that you are biologically connected to, they have issues. They have problems, and there's a lot of things that you won't understand. And you're going to want to find them because they love you. I love you and I'm protecting.
Elijah's adoptive mom worked as a daycare provider and even offered emergency housing for kids, so she may have known more about Frankie and that family than she ever shared. And looking back, her warning sounded almost prophetic. Elijah was about to learn just how right she was.
And it's like, I wasted so much time of my life. I wasted so many moments that I could have been giving to the people that actually truly loved and cared about me. But instead, I chose a family and chased a family that didn't give a fuck if I was existing or not. Everything was stars, glitz, and glamour for.
Thinking his mom was just trying to keep him away from his real family, Elijah ran away and reached out to an aunt who promised to help connect him. At first, every attempt to meet fell apart. Someone always had an excuse. Just when he was ready to give up, his aunt took him to one of Keyshia Cole's concerts. They met backstage and Keyshia suggested he come by their house or their grandmother's place so they could really talk. Elijah felt hopeful until he actually arrived. Instead of a warm welcome, he felt unwanted. He was hoping at least his mother Frankie would be glad to see him, but she didn't even come out. Instead, she told him to leave because she couldn't accept having a son who was gay. Elijah couldn't believe it, but Frankie repeated it several times, so there was no misunderstanding.
She points and she's like, Frankie, this your son, this your baby, come hug your baby. She looking dead at me at this point and she's like, I ain't got no dick in a booty ass son. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady talking to? Now, my natural instinct was just to ignore this motherfucking shit because I don't like to disrespect adults, but at the end of the day, you got me fucked up. Said, you got a dick in a booty ass son, just like I got a crackhead for a mama. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Everybody's like, oh, no, don't do that. No, oh, no, we gonna do that.
As a teenager, Elijah kept hoping things would improve if he stayed patient and gave them a chance, but it quickly became clear he was only being kept around for show drama. Every day felt humiliating. He even shared that one of his uncles had assaulted him, and the family brushed it off like nothing happened. Keyshia, who at first seemed interested in building a bond, started dodging him and canceling on him whenever he tried to talk about their early connection. When he invited them to his high school graduation, none of them showed. Keyshia even told him not to expect her to come since he hadn't attended hers.
Asking me, she said, hey, did you ever continue school? I said, absolutely. I graduated college already. She was like, really? Oh my God, that's so good. I said, yeah, I would have invited you, but the last time I invited you anywhere, you told me that I had to come to your graduation. So, yeah, I see you didn't invite me to that college graduation.
With how hard Elijah tried to build a relationship, you'd think he was chasing fame. But they were the ones who put his business on TV first. That's what's so messed up. He went from desperately wanting to know his biological family, even resenting his adoptive mom for hiding the truth, to wishing he had never met them at all. He described the family as broken and toxic, and even Keyshia, who tried to rise above it, still got pulled into the same chaos. In the end, Elijah was exposed to so much pain that his adoptive family had tried to protect him from.
Started to cry, and I didn't cry because of how Sam and Frankie and their relationship and how she just was never able to be a mother to all of us. I was crying because my mother was always right. Miss Asa was always right. And in that moment, I realized I wasted a lot of time trying to look for something that was never going to be there.
And child, Elijah's story really took over the internet because nobody thinks he deserved what they put him through. I just went down a rabbit hole following the story of Keyshia Cole's little brother, finding out Frankie was his mother and watching his journey of connecting with that side of the family. The amount of drama and trauma that man has been through is heartbreaking. Yes, I've been watching Elijah, Keyshia Cole, little brother, adoption story, and boy, WTF, this need to be on Netflix. Keyshia Cole, wrong for all of that. His birth family really did him dirty. So what do you all think about this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, baddies.